Hello everybody and welcome back to more Dark Souls. Last time, as you can see, I'm not in Orlando anymore. We beat Orsi and Smo, finished up everything in Orlando that we could, and gained the ability to fast travel between bonfires. So now we're going to do a little bit of cleanup. I did level up. I had a bit of technical difficulties when I was trying to record this previously, so you don't get to see my level up, but I'll at least show you. Maybe. Here we go. I got faith up to 15 and dexterity up to 29, and that's all I did, and then I worked here. So this time we are going to try to get to the Undead Asylum. Now that we can warp, I didn't want to do this until after we got the ability to warp, just because it's easier to get back here. But now we can go back there. It's got some decent items. Wasn't paying attention. It's got some decent items. It has one item in particular that we need to get into a optional area, and then it's got a boss fight that will drop a Titanite slab, I believe. Okay, so to get to the Ended Asylum, you'll take your elevator up to this little platform and jump off, and you're going to want to come here, and this is the hard part. You want to get a running start and jump to that ledge over there. Or a roll. That worked. Alright, well, I guess you don't have to jump, but jumping makes it both easier and harder, so if you're able to roll it, roll it. That item over there, I believe, is just a soul. I don't want to get it because I don't want to deal with having to do that jump again. But you'll just follow the tower up to the bird nest here, and then you'll get in and you'll curl up like a ball, and you'll just wait for a little bit. Doesn't take too terribly long, but I believe you just wait for maybe. There we go. I thought it was a little bit quicker than that, but I guess it's about, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. And then you'll get a cutscene of the bird that brought you to Lordran. He takes you back. He's like a little messenger bird. I guess he knows that if you go in his nest, he'll take you in between both areas. Not really sure how he knows that. At least he's gentle. And at least he didn't murder you. Alright, and we are back at the Undead Asylum. So, a lot of things have changed since we were previously here. There's no basic enemies anymore. We've got got some tougher enemies. We have these guys with their torches that aren't necessarily difficult, they're just more annoying. You end up getting surrounded and they do that. Hey man, appreciate that. Okay, that's all of those. Let's see, over here is, you can trade items with this guy. Let me look at my items real quick. There are certain items that he likes more than others, but if you leave, I'll do a little bit more research and report back to you next time on what all you can get. But he's got some items that specifically only he can drop. I think one of them is needed for a weapon, if I remember correctly. Like I said, I'll relook at that and report back to you on that one. Wasn't paying attention. Let's see. If I recall correctly, it's been a hot minute. If you go in the middle of the floor here, I think it's gonna break, so you don't want to do that yet. I think that's the right location. We want to explore here before we tackle what's to come. So just because we're going to be here for a little bit, we're going to light the bonfire, rest, and go and explore. So, if you notice something different is there's a knight back there. This area is now home to Dark Knights. Well, Black Knights, not Dark Knights. No Batmans. This is a great place to learn how to parry. This is also a great place to farm a little bit of their gear if you're able to. These guys are fairly easy to parry. They drop decent souls. The biggest issue is I don't believe they respawn. So once you kill them, they're gone. And after I kill him, we'll confirm that. And they drop the different colored Titanite chunks. He drops red, I believe another one drops blue. And I think that's why they don't respawn, is I guess FromSoft didn't want you to be able to farm those. Let's confirm and make sure I'm giving you correct information. Yes, I am correct. They do not respawn. So once you come here and fight them, that's it. There is an area later in the game, I will say, that they do respawn. So you can farm them later if you would like. If you see right over there through the grates, that's our good friend that gave us the Estus Flask at the beginning of the game. He's not much of a good friend anymore, unfortunately. He is crazy now, so we have to fight him, which is honestly really sad. I really like him. But alas. Am I? Ooh, dodged. Let's see if we can parry him. That we can. Oh, missed my parry there. He just uses a broadsword, I think. Maybe a longsword. So he's not terribly difficult. If you come here early, though. Oh yeah, he drops the crush shield. Let's take a look at that. Maybe. Wherever you're at. Hello. There you are. Shield of a Nameless Knight, likely a high-ranked knight of Stora, one of the enchanted blue shields, greatly reduces magic damage. And as you can see, it is an 80% damage reduction on magic, which I think this might be the best in terms of magic reduction. Plus, it's got the 100% physical reduction, so it's a good shield to have. But sadly, he is now dead. I believe down here, I can open up this gate for a shortcut, I guess. We could have done that earlier, but I just... Ooh! I forgot about the fucking... wrecking ball. That actually scared the shit out of me. I forgot about that completely. Whoops. Oh well. That's funny. Alright. So it looks like these guys stayed the same, mostly. We do need to make our way back to our cell. There is an item there that we... I don't appreciate you shooting me, sir. There's an item there that we need to get. Hey, hello. No shield for you. Alright. That area is locked. Which we do actually want to go there. I have to remember where the key's at. Alright, so... I'm just gonna... Whoops, well, I guess we're fighting now. Guess we're dying. Okay, that's why I said don't go into the, yeah, that's why I said don't go in the middle of the floor like I just did. That activates a boss fight. Which I didn't want to do just yet, but we'll come back to that. I thought I was far enough over for it to not activate, but... And as you can see, somehow the floor magically repairs itself. If you activate that fight, so... Which is odd. I get the whole enemies respawning thing, but usually when something like that happens, the floor stays dead. Apparently not on this one. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go back to our cell first, grab something there, and then we'll go tackle that boss again. There are more Black Knights running around this way, so just do be careful. I believe there's a spear one a cell here. Yes. Nope. He's a greatsword. As a quick look, you can actually see he's known as the Stray Demon. You can see him right there, which I think is a really cool touch. He's just waiting on somebody to fall through that floor. Which I do believe he was here at the beginning of the game, which makes you wonder how the floor didn't break on the Asylum Demon when he came in, but it's just a game, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna take him out. I believe he drops a blue Titanite chunk. Again, just fight him like you fight all the other ones. Parry him if you feel comfortable. If not, turtle him until you kill him. Oh, no, he drops red too. Maybe they both just drop red. Okay. So this is the Peculiar Doll. If you remember back in Anor Londo, there was that giant painting in the room, in the long hallway where we dropped the chandelier. And I said we couldn't get in there yet. It's because you need the Peculiar Doll to get in there. That is an entirely optional area with an optional boss that I'll explain more when we get there. We'll be covering that fairly soon. You don't have to go there. It's got some good items, and the boss, there's a little bit of a gimmick to it. And like I said, I'll explain when we get there. But that's about it for the Asylum for now, so we're going to go ahead and tackle the boss, see how we do here. Hopefully not die again. So when the floor breaks, what you're going to want to do, you're immediately going to want to start rolling. And that... Roll. I did not mean to pull like all the bastard. I really like my souls back. But they're not. Oh, hello. Alright, I need to pay attention. Yeah. That didn't go so well. Well, I just lost 15,000 souls, but that's okay. I got in a bit of a bad pickle there. I forgot about the enemies that are respawning, but that's okay. Alright, this time we'll be a little bit more prepared and not go crazy. Sucks that I lost the souls, but it's not that big of a deal. It won't take that long to go back. Okay. So it is a little bit better to come at it from this way because you can roll away from him. But you won't. There we go. I was able to roll that time. Let's pop a heal real quick. That is one thing about this fight is jump in, you're already at low health because of the freaking drop, and I don't like that. So that attack you have to be really careful. What you really want to do is stay under him. Your shields. There we go. If you can stay under him, you might be able to get him to be locked into this pattern. He'll just try to sit on you a whole bunch. The other great thing about this boss is he is very susceptible. See, it takes 3 hits, and he bleeds. And I've seemed to lock him into a pattern of just wanting to sit on me, so he was pretty easy that time. I didn't panic. But yeah, there we go. If you stay close enough to him, Humanity, Homeward Bone, and Titanite Slab. Excellent. We'll need that slab for later. But yeah, if you can stay close enough to him, you can lock him into that pattern. And then if you have a bleed weapon, he's super weak to bleed apparently, so... Let's see. There is an exit around here. So I just have to remember where that's at. You saw there was a fog door. This way. There we go. Now, if I recall correctly, this should lead to a locked door. No, never mind. I'm a liar. Don't listen to me. This just leads back to this hallway. Okay. I do believe that's everything that you can do here. It's not much of anything, but it does... It's a cool little addition to come back here and find an extra boss. The Titanite slab that you get is very useful too. I actually think that locked door up there you need a key for, and I just don't think I've got the key, sadly. But yeah, I think that's everything for here, so we're going to bounce out of here. Head back to Firelink Shrine. Maybe level up and go grab a couple more things. Dexterity to give it an even 30. Did want to look at something. Not that. Let me see. Okay, my scaling's still B, so my additional damage is 105. I believe scaling on weapons like that drops off at around, I want to say 40 is when it drops off. Okay, so see here. We do Undead Parish. No, don't want to go there. My apologies. Where I want to go next is easier accessed through this direction. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go, if you remember that Undead Dragon that we saw way back at the beginning of the game, he is safeguarding a weapon that I want. That is a faith scaling weapon that I would like to have for an upcoming area. The reason I didn't grab it then is because if you grab it, it activates him, and he's not exactly a fun one to mess with. So I want to show y'all a little bit of the Valley of the Drakes before I grab that item, so we don't have to deal with that guy. Now that I'm higher level and not sucky, should be able to handle the drakes in the valley a lot easier now. If you do find yourself still having, not that way, I always do that. If you do find yourself still having a little bit of trouble with them, there are some shields that are higher lightning resistance. I also believe this particular armor set has higher lightning resistance as well, it seems. Wait, is that lightning or is that... No, sorry, fire. This has lower lightning defense, my apologies. It's the Silver Knight helm that has the higher lightning resistance. So if you want to wear the Silver Knight gear while you handle this area, you can do that too. By this point, if you're following this in the kind of the order that I'm doing it, you should have a high enough level weapon and decent enough gear at this point to be able to fight them without really much fear of dying. I tried to run around him last time and that was my problem. You can kill this guy. He's not terribly hard, and to be honest, I might try to kill him. I think I've only killed him once, and that was on like a magic playthrough. The problem is he spews poison, so it's really hard to get close to him. He's more of a... It's easier to fight him if you have something with range, which I don't have. This might be a little dicey, but we're gonna try for sure. Wow. Ooh, that speed though. Do a lot of damage, that's for sure. They're resilient, honestly. That one wasn't too bad. They have more attacks. Sometimes they'll like fly at you and try to hit you off the edge, and I do believe that they have a claw attack as well. They're definitely easier to take one at a time, as is pretty much any enemy in this game, so do be careful if you're trying to... Their lightning also does have spread, so you'll want to be careful with that. There we go. There's a different attack. I find that funny. They have wings, they fly, but if they get to a certain threshold on the pit there, they just die. It doesn't make any sense to me in the slightest, but, you know, whatever. It's a video game. let's try to just pull one at a time. Here we go. There's his, Alright, this one's being a little bit different. So they'll do that little swoop. That's done. If you where are you going? I'm over here, man. Right here. See if I can. There we go. Alright. This guy is a little chunky compared to his. But you got to see his other attacks. They're fairly easy to dodge. It's more annoying than anything. They dropped some decent souls though. 1,000 souls a pop isn't bad. They're just a little bit more annoying to fight. Alright, the Brigade Armor. We'll go over that in a minute. That's a really nice set to have. Oh, shit, I forgot. It has a little bit more range than I realized. Oh my god. Great. Alright, let's see here. What you doing? It seems he's not happy where he's at, so he's trying to get back into the system. I have noticed sometimes the enemies have certain thresholds that they're allowed to attack in. With these guys, it seems that once they cross around maybe here, their AI bugs out, it kind of seems like, and they just try to back off into their attacking threshold again. Go back there again, because I do want to show off that area. Luckily it won't take too long to get over there. That little area is annoying. What I should have done is just ran in and instead of sticking on that bridge where there was like no area to dodge, I should have just ran into the area they were at because there was more room to maneuver. We will try again. And hopefully not fail this time. Okay, let's see. Throw that back up to the top for no reason whatsoever. Fun, I guess. Alright. Let's try this again. You know, actually what I might do, just... I'm gonna throw on the crest shield. Solely to have something to block. Actually, how's the... Oh. Never mind. This has higher lightning resistance than the crest shield does, so let's scratch that. We'll just continue on as we were. I could go ahead and put on the Silver Knight gear, but I don't have the endurance to be able to fast roll with it. As I've explained before, I like to fast roll. If I recall correctly, this is the item, that's the item that triggers him. What he drops... drops 10,000 souls, and God, I don't actually know the other thing that he drops, to be completely honest, which is not good. Like I said, I've only fought him about once, so... Okay. Fun fact, I didn't know he could just trap you in there. Well, damn. That sucks. Alright, I guess we're gonna try that one more time and then move on after that. Ow. That was embarrassing. That hurt. Yeah, I didn't realize he could do that. I severely screwed myself there. Okay, let's try this again and not. Correct. Okay. I'll take the damage, it's fine. Here we go. Ooh. That was a little too close to the edge there. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, we did get the Brigade set, and I actually think the shield... If you can come here early, the Spider Shield is really good to get early game. It's one of the earliest 100% physical shields you can get from the beginning of the game if you have the Master Key, because you can come here right at the beginning, and if you're lucky enough on your run, you can run through the dragons here and grab it. It's a good set to have. The armor itself is okay. I mean, it's a starting class armor, so it's not the best. But for what it is, it's not bad. Alright, let's try this area one more time. This area is probably, I wouldn't say it's like a least favorite of mine, but I don't particularly like coming around here. There's not really any need for it, and I don't like fighting dragons for that reason. Oh god. This guy is being relentless. He is not budging. Okay. This is rather frustrating. Like me, don't stand in front of him or he's just gonna constantly chomp on you. All of that for a damn humanity. Not even fucking worth it. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can get this guy to fall to his death again. So yeah, try to stay on the backside of these guys. Don't freaking stand in front of them. They're just gonna sit there and chomp you all day. Useful against those guys, as you saw. Okay. Now let me see here. Yeah, here it is. This is the let me see if it's even. Yeah, let me show you this real quick. This actually leads back up to Darkroot Garden. I believe I showed this little area earlier in the playthrough. We just couldn't get to it because you actually have to come at it from that end to be able to activate the shortcut. But it leads back to this bonfire over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rest there just in case something goes wrong. I know it's gonna reactivate those dragons, but it'll be okay. It won't be that big of a deal. So that's this little shortcut, which is really useful to have. Even though you're not going to find yourself coming to this area all that often, if at all. try this again. Like I said, I know resting at it probably wasn't the smartest idea because it's going to reactivate those dragons, but that's okay. Right. So if you're able to get there with the master key, this is a great shortcut that you can just make a run to the brigand set and then try to run your ass back if you're at the very beginning of the game. Let's see. Alright. Try to pull just one more. I said one more, not three more. One. Go away. Open. Alright, looks like I've got him locked into a retreating stance. Attack, please. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Now we can just take on this guy. So now, we go over here. There is a ring up here. I think this is the red tearstone ring, if I recall correctly, as well. Yes, and this will boost your attack if your health is low. So, somewhat useful, if you like to play that way. I don't particularly, so I don't really use it. This is a big gate that you can't do anything with at all. I do believe it can be opened up later, just not right now. Alright, so with that, I think we're going to call it here. Next time, well, I don't know what we'll do next time. Probably a little bit more prep work. So, as always, thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.